This now, let we talk Salone. They come to you live na Fandema TV. Me na presenter DJ Wonjo. Well, something very interesting happened today. We all know say school then close right now. All parents they go for taking picking result. For some time, you're unfortunate actually that the mom not be able to go school at all. So don't able to understand the difference. So I'm surprised today we whether you can go take a result, you can now host, you can second position, then the teacher right say keep it up. Keep it up. So you can gain that this see the result. Now I say papa pass, I can second and say make I keep it up. Then they say keep it up. He says, okay, go open the roof and they keep the result there. I say right now, truly speaking, something that they are unfortunate. Way with that they not be able to go to school. But what to them do? Well, now that I get for now. Today, me na DJ Wonjo. I'm for telling plenty. Thank you for joining me. Well, today we will talk about the impact which Sierra Leone teachers and not make to the educational system in the Gambia. With me at the studio, I guess somebody very important. We don't teach in the Gambia for long. When we talk about things, I want to introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, DJ Wonjo. Mina Mada and Sumana Kamara. Mina a teacher, okay. Mina coordinator on a Gambia Lebanese International School. Okay. Mina be the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone National Union. Okay. Now Mina the Vice President of the Sierra Leone National Union. Then I still serve as the Secretary General of the Welfare Association of Sierra Leonean Teachers in the Gambia. So I want to tell you plenty thank you for where you bring me to the studio. Okay. For can talk on something we get for do with education. And the impact we don't create in the Gambia.
Yes, Mr. Kamara, I want to tell you thank you for responding to me call. Well, from your experience, I know say you don't teach in public schools in the Gambia, of course, private schools, now you talk of international school. What thing you go able to tell me so far the impact which Salone teachers not make to the education of the Gambia?
Thank you very much for that. Like we introduce myself, a very glaring saying, me na an educationist. I don't teach in the Gambia for 14 years. Okay. And the impact we don't create, Sierra Leoneans don't create in the educational sector, we go trace them back in history, way back to colonial days. Okay. Because during the colonial era, Sierra Leone now be the anthem of West Africa. Okay. And most Sierra Leoneans be there in the Gambia, the Ghana, Nigeria as teachers. Okay. If you take, for example, the Second Class Citizen written by Buchi Emechita, okay, and a Nigerian novel. Okay. In that novel, they get Mr. Cole, okay, when a Sierra Leonean teacher. Okay. Now, if we come back to a discussion about the Gambia, Sierra Leoneans can begin teaching at the Gambia way back in the 60s. Okay. We come to the 70s, okay, where colonialism don't come to an end in the Gambia. Gambia don't gain independence. They bring Sierra Leoneans, not only in the sector of education, okay, but the judiciary, the health, Sierra Leoneans then come. Okay. We today, 90 to 100% of the accouts that will get to the Gambia, okay, the origin are from Sierra Leone. So then come fill in that vacuum. Okay. But waiting actually can increase the number of Sierra Leonean teachers in the Gambia, now the civil war, the 11-year civil war. Okay. Sierra Leoneans look at the Gambia and Sierra Leone share a lot of things in common. And they come, now the Gambia, Gambians don't they go Sierra Leone for education, they don't get that common ties. Okay. So they feel say the ideal destination for them will be the Gambia. So most of the teachers, college, university graduates come to the Gambia. Okay. And coming to the Gambia, the Gambians, they open up for them. They realize, say, this is an opportunity for what we go strengthen, consolidate the educational sector. Now, so they welcome Sierra Leoneans into the system. Okay. And because of that, Sierra Leoneans then give the all in the sense, they realize, say, waiting that people don't do for we need for reciprocate. Okay. And the only way we'll forgive back to them, now for now we give waiting they want. It was competitive, and you get forgive you all. Okay. Based on that, Sierra Leoneans don't immensely, hugely contribute to the growth of the educational sector of the Gambia today.
Okay.
Now that means if you go from the kindergarten, primary, to senior secondary or upper secondary education, you not go to any sector, you not find a Sierra Leonean. You go to the universities, you must find Sierra Leoneans. That will tell you the impact where Sierra Leoneans they don't create now the educational sector.
I don't get you very clear, and I know say that possibly they watch instead they really understand you better. The way I take them from pre-colonial era to what we did today. Salone teachers then come into the education system. You see, then come more during the war. Then come one into the system. What value we don't add to the Gambia education?
Thank you very much again. Like we have been say earlier on, if Sierra Leoneans still there in the system, now because they don't positively impact. Some few years down the line, 10, 15, 20 years back, we Sierra Leone don't gain freedom, we peace don't return to Sierra Leone. The Gambia, see, there was that turnover. Teachers, they begin travel overseas, they begin go back to Sierra Leone. But what did they do? For let the quality not go be watered down, then decide for bring people on expatriate contracts. Where the contracts go be lucrative, where the average Sierra Leonean go look at and say, what they go get is better than what they get here, make a go. Now, actually, that's bring me to the Gambia as an expatriate. Where can they take me at a senior secondary school? The first thing I learned that when I go through records, I realize the school for over 10 years not even get a candidate who don't get a B in English, talk less of literature. So it was a challenge. So we therefore go the extra miles, and by the grace of God, we put in with all the picking that be ready, that be willing, the support was given. We will produce the results. And today, authoritatively, I will tell you, say, the Gambia education, they on a better footing compared to the other countries the way they write the same exam. Why I say so? In the Gambia today, for example, you go the mark script. Even the YX script, for example, no picking okay. Picking no can ask you, oh, now YX the mark, oh, you get me script, now my school results, they make picking okay. If you go to countries like Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, you go see say there is an unhealthy competition. And because of that, the quality they erode very rapidly. And they disappear. Because picking the one pass at all costs. And parents, they want to see them picking them progress to the next level, the next cadre. They don't mind spending resources for that. Unlike Gambia, parents go call you say, can't teach me picking a host, they pay you 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. But you know go pay a teacher for let the picking go pass. That don't assure quality. That don't make the position of the Gambia don't become enviable amongst the 5 West African nations the way they do this exam. If we take the Gambia to the Cambridge exams, for example, Gambia is
the international.
The exam where the UK they conduct, the IGCSE, the AS and the A level. The Gambia they compete with countries in the United Kingdom. Because if they get speaking then at the Gambia, we will get straight 9 A stars in all subjects. These are exams that are not marked in the Gambia. Not in Gambia,
they are taught by teachers in the Gambia.
Taught by teachers. And a very good number of these teachers, I go gladly for say they are Sierra Leoneans.
Wonderful. I go give a clap.
And because of that, the quality of education of the Gambia, my brother, a day of international standard.
Thank you very much.
And immensely, Sierra Leoneans, kudos to them, they don't try. With all the analysis where I don't give, taking it from the West Africa exams to the Cambridge exam, in summary, this not the impact, this not the difference we Sierra Leoneans they don't make in the educational sector at the Gambia.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. Well, you don't really answer my question, but would you go for a short break? Would you come back after the commercial break?
Let we talk
Salone. This program they come away every week na Fandema TV. You will feel sick you sponsor the program again. It open to sponsorship. Me na you host DJ Wonjo. Welcome back after the break. We don't come or you will just join me. This na Let We Talk Salone. Inside Let We Talk Salone, we dey talk about the impact we Salone teachers they don't make to the Gambia education. I tell you, I don't say you don't enjoy the program, Mr. Kamara. They really try to clear with mind. And God will bless them for that. But I'm not done with it. We don't talk about how Salone teachers they know immensely contribute to most of the examinations where Gambian students then they take. The WAS, the IGCSE, and the Cambridge syllabus level. We check that Salone teachers don't contribute immensely. But whose value will this don't add to Salone teachers in Gambia?
Yeah, thank you very much again, DJ Wonjo. Like we I say, this na a two-way thing. Okay. In as much as we don't contribute, we don't create the impact, we don't get Gambia on an international footing, we don't become an international competitor when it comes to education, we self don't benefit. One of it's na employment. Okay. Lot and lot of Sierra Leoneans na the Gambia, na teachers. That don't create an employment. That don't give them an opportunity for keep body and soul together. For let them go survive, the family they survive. That are one of the things that we don't benefit from this whole thing. Experience na the other. Me, I come as an expatriate. Maybe possibly I'll be teaching at a very big school in Freetown. I'm there at senior secondary school. I get a second class degree. They say, oh, this will go fine. But I don't get the prerequisite experience and pedagogy. Where I don't come na the Gambia. The Gambia don't make me into a fine teacher. The Gambia don't make me and every other Sierra Leonean into a fine teacher because in the Gambia, we get a culture, we get a system. We picking go question what thing you don't teach them. We picking go to the principal and say, Mr. Kamara not a good teacher. Unlike in Sierra Leone, picking go hardly see principal. Picking go afraid for question teacher. Gambia, that's day. And every Sierra Leonean, every teacher in the Gambia, preview to that. So everybody wants where are they go to map in front of me picking them and for make sure let them know say I get an authority over what I do. That don't make Sierra Leoneans and every other teacher in this country into becoming a fine teacher. Where that's a good for you, the person, a good for the country, a good for the picking day, a good for the world. Above all of that, we don't do intermarriages. We don't marry Gambians. We don't born picking them, and then picking them they grow well. That's not a benefit. Somebody go say if you be this Sierra Leone, you go get woman, you go born for you. I agree. But we still get with brothers that will all come to university. We're not still married. So the culture, the way of life here, don't impact in we say at certain age you need to get married. And that don't make a very good number of Sierra Leoneans here don't become responsible at a very early age. Now the culture, now the way, and they see that as a benefit to we. And one thing all things we don't benefit most now the education we get. We sisters them, they don't go the ECD, they don't learn. They don't get a paper, we don't qualify them for being kindergarten or nursery teachers. So in all, we don't get experience, we don't get employment, we don't build families. This no other benefits more than we have to say we go past that.
That's true, Mr. Kamara. Thank you very much for joining me. As they keep reminding us, well, you really just join with this now. Let we talk Salone. We talk about the impact with Salone teachers and make na the Gambia education. With me at the studio, Namada and Sumana Kamara, and you don't really enlighten me, Mr. Kamara. We can say nobody know the way they don't learn it. They can say so. They say they learn every day. Some of them come as expatriate teachers. Some for clear people in mind, when they say expatriate, they want they go meet na Salone, people then come out, go take them cow, then a purpose day for can teach. And not to all Salone teachers when they can come as expatriates. Nice. And some come with different degrees. Some come with first degree, some come with second class, some come with HTC, some even come with PTC. Yeah. You, according to your introduction, you know the Secretary for the Welfare of Sierra Leonean Teachers in the Gambia. Exactly. How far we don't go in some of these Sierra Leonean teachers upgrading themselves, not only based on what they put in Sierra Leone can.
Thank you very much again, DJ Wonjo. This is a very, very important thing. Okay. Not only for Sierra Leoneans. Okay. It will go for everybody. Okay. As long as you're not a human being. Like way I say in the introduction, education is a process. And not the end. We will continue for learn. And whatever you learn, if you conform with the people where you mingle or interact with. If you not conform with the ideas and values of the people, your education is not worth anything. Yeah. And one way where we will keep ourselves competitive, now for that we will improve. Yeah? We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans here with the university. Yeah. We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans with in Brikama College. We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans within the American University. If you don't come, you come with a first degree, like me with Sidoya, I come with a bachelor's degree. After some time, I don't train picking the way getting a doctor's then now. My last program where I get the guest speaker where I invite my students, my PhD students now. Okay. I tell myself, say, nah, this is don't old. How I go watch me on school picking at the call and doctor. Yeah. Let me say go study. Yeah. Yeah. I don't go to the university, I do a master's program. Okay. Okay. They allow me into the university because I don't contribute meaningfully to the development of education. Okay. You get eminent Sierra Leoneans and we don't do the same. So they encourage every Sierra Leonean. Okay. How you come, not go the same way. Or not stay the same. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Go to the university, programs then they go empower yourself. Okay. We'll be the same Gambia University, not get postgraduate program. They plenty now, up to PhD. Okay. Like when me sit down, so my goal, I for be a doctor, an educational doctor. I got empowered. Now that's my goal. Yeah. God keep me alive, and they keep me strong. They keep me competitive in the market. And he's still young. Now that I need for do. Yeah. So I encourage every other Sierra Leonean for do the same. Okay. Because the opportunity there. Yeah. The minister don't go Sierra Leone. They don't bring Sierra Leoneans. They don't sign an MOU for let them get an exchange program. Okay. Right. I think so if you don't bring that, now because it believes say the education of Gambia they grow because of Sierra Leoneans. Yeah. And the tie between Sierra Leone and the Gambia very, very strong. Sure. So why you go there? Now the water side, you decide for you spit for what you face. You know, necessarily. Take the water, you wash your face with that. Not only the bra. You know, they make and they enjoy the program, self. This we host the program. Well, thank you. But I want to ask you before we go for break. Let me look at. I know your area in English literature. I go assess Gambia as a country in the public exams when it comes to English literature as a subject, then performance. Like, maybe just give me just a quick assessment on that area. DJ Wonjo, I get for be very honest. Okay, yeah? Okay. Mina is Sierra Leonean. Okay. Okay. Mina is Gambian by marriage. Okay. Mina is Sierra Leonean by birth. Yeah. If my allegiance get for day to any country, not to Sierra Leone, sure. For day. Sure. But very honestly, the Gambia today, they on a very, very solid path for educational growth. Salone don't start with the new policies, the new reforms, where the paper put in place here. Yeah? Okay. Gambia, long before now, no say the culture, not part of education. Okay. Begin they get belly. A born, they admit her into school system. Okay. Salone will get that. Now that they bring that. So Gambia has been years ahead of Sierra Leone in that policy. Yeah. Gambia gets CCM when a community-based thing, whether they contribute to the growth of education. Okay. That they come, they sit down, they take decision. Okay. Now Salone they incorporate that into the system. Now, if you look at all of this, the more the players, the stronger the system becomes. When you look at English, I know they limit it to West Africa. Okay. Yeah. When these countries, they come together, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, and the Gambia. The Gambia, if they look at the domains there, and Nigerians, they go mark or Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
When they're on this part, they're not going to say we're Sierra Leoneans. They go give Sierra Leoneans the follow you look at it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
When they look at it, the shape, say you know it's Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
And that's not the system we go through because you go see the Creole, they destroy the English. You get Sierra Leoneans who come at the Gambia, they've never been to school, but they speak English today. Okay. Because of the Gambia. The Gambia. Yeah. Yeah. So that don't tell you say the English na the Gambia. Don't forget about accent. Don't forget about pronunciation. Don't forget about the L1 interference, the mother tongue way they interfere when we speak the natural. Because we speak the language as second language speakers. Yeah. We're not going to speak like native speakers. We'll take all of that out. The Gambia relatively better to Sierra Leone and most of these other countries.
Wonderful.
In every exam,
can we give a clap to Gambia?
In every exam, if Gambia not the second, they're the third. Okay. Amongst Gambia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, now then compare with the same papers. And then compare with the same papers. Ghana don't try for commot because they still the struggle for either the thing for be 3 years or 4 years. So we don't finish the exam and then do the exams. Now, if you take Gambia to the IGCSE, the AS and A level, I go assure you say the Gambia they get over 80% pass in English year in, year out. Then at the Cambridge exam where they write, where they mark na London exam base. So if the Gambia they at that level, Salone no get IGCSE. The Cambridge system where they Salone, and they below the IGCSE. Okay. If you picking from an international school to the Gambia, they go struggle with the IGCSE curriculum because the IGCSE curriculum they are ahead of the one way Salone they do. So that again go tell you say the English and the literature now this country they on a better footing.
Well, Mr. Kamara, at the court today, we will come back after the break. But really, it will make things clear for us and one for take plenty thank you. We will come back after the break.
Let we talk Salone. This program they come away every week na Fandema TV. You will feel sick you sponsor the program again. It open to sponsorship. Me na you host DJ Wonjo.
We don't come back after the break from this now let we talk Salone. We will talk about the impact with Salone to say no make na the Gambia education. One more thing, sir, where I want to ask you, Mr. Kamara. You feel say several years we will get that level we've been there before we've been calling the anthems of West Africa. You feel say several years will come again to that stage, or which advice will you give? I can call you expert in education now to several years. Where then put another system where we make Sierra Leone come back to outside the memory.
Yeah, thank you very much, DJ Wonjo. I believe say nothing not impossible, yeah? The Gambia not be the outside today, right? The policy makers, the people make frantic efforts for let them reach outside day today. Sierra Leone also need for make the same efforts. Yeah? Some of you go find it very difficult for go back to Sierra Leone for go teach. Yeah? But we not go find it difficult for go train people. Because we're not Sierra Leoneans. So Sierra Leone need for create policies where inclusive. Policies where go make room for people with the expertise and experience in the diaspora for make them who can contribute and give the orientation to the people there. If this country get for develop, the only trajectory will they take, the only pathway will they take, na education. Nothing, not they bring development, if not to education. We want for emancipate over poverty. We want for emancipate in infrastructure. You want political, everything for do with education. And the bedrock for development. So Sierra Leone will return to outside the day. Let them make the correct policies and invite the right people.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. And I don't know which will be last word for family.
Me fambu them. Me na una brother. Me na una pikin. And Sierra Leone dear na my heart. I believe say the only thing we need as Sierra Leoneans for let we education grow again, let we go to Saudi, now for let we continue for land. We then at the Gambia, we continue for land, be diligent in what they do. The one way they Sierra Leone, the policy makers, let them make good policies, let them invite people from the diaspora, let them share the expertise on how education will be transformed for let Sierra Leone go be competitive with the other countries in West Africa.
I want to give me one saying to you. Who's why saying we will give it to this? I don't say that literature man. I don't say we'll just give it that.
I'm not the give a wise saying, but talking of education, I get a philosophy that every Peking they learn, but not to the same way and not the same day.
Okay.
So as a teacher, if you not get a teaching philosophy, you not begin teach it.
Okay.
You forget a philosophy. And me, na my philosophy that I believe say every Peking, the learn book, and not the same day and not the same way.
Not the same day, not the same way. Now so the content today. Fambolem now all that we get for now today inside Level Talk Salone. The guest who begin at the studio. Now Ansumana Mada Kamara in the topic. Now the impact we Salone teach them make. Special thanks to the cameraman them, the sound man, I want to take plenty, thank of course the makeup. So me say producer, we happen to be the executive producer, Alhaji Sheikh Umar Sawane, I want to take plenty, thank you. Me na DJ Wonjo.
Let we talk Salone. This program they come away every week na Fandema TV. You will feel say you sponsor the program again, it open to sponsorship. Me na you host DJ Wonjo.
Tuya, don't forget for subscribe to the channel.
Salone man.